Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for video number 2. In our first video of today, we did a full in-depth recap of the Kabam stream where they announced all kinds of things. I got full timestamps in the video so you can skip to any part that interests you. Definitely be sure to check that out. But in this video, we're going to be focusing specifically all on Battlegrounds, on the next season, the nodes, and on a store update finally. So we're talking about all that in today's video. Let's go ahead and jump to the official Kabam website here. So we're going to go over a little bit of stuff. First, we got the release notes. So we have, Isophene, the idols are coming. We have the new event quest. We have the new side quest. We have banquet event 10-year anniversary. Wait, hold on. What does this say exactly? We have double track realm event. We knew that. Holiday gifts. I don't think we've heard anything about that so far. Wonder what the gift's going to be this year. We got banquet crystals and accolade voting once again. We got the 10x10 supply drop, which starts on December 10th. It's going to be, log in every day to get a 7-star. 60 FPS. We have our Karina challenges, which this is super hype. Probably the most hype thing that they dropped on the stream, in my opinion. We saw Deathless Thanos. Again, check out that stream for my video on the stream recap for the crazy stuff. We got, level cap increase, dude. There's so much. And before we get to the Battleground stuff, which is right here, I just wanted to talk about some of these bug fixes. Mainly 2 of them. The first one being right here, fix an issue with players losing crossfire and pre-fight charges after closing the app or crashing in various multiplayer and questing modes. No, but for real this time, because this is like the second or third time they said they've done it and it still doesn't work. So hopefully this will finally fix it, which will be great, because then I can go back to game crashing and incursions if something bad happens and not lose everything that I've built up so far, so that's great. So I wanted to call out that, and then this as well. So this is to do with Deathless Thanos. So hear me and rejoice. Deathless Thanos has deemed to improved armor shatter and upgraded Medusa and Vision Arcus to match. They retain their petty hatred of robots, but this is now unique to them. So Deathless Thanos has armor shatter, but he's not countering robots with it like Medusa and Arcus. Oh crap, that's not what we wanted. All 3 champions now reduce the accuracy of armor up passives as well as buffs. The universal scales tip towards balance. So now armor shatter just functions a little bit differently. If the opponent's armor shatter, they shouldn't be able to gain any types of armor now. I think that's what we're saying here. So I just wanted to call that out. All right, let's get into Battlegrounds. So we do have a store update, which we're gonna get to. Also have our new emotes, which I totally just showed. Let's jump in here though. So our start date is for the preseason is today. Our actual season starts next Wednesday, December 11th. Upcoming buff metas for the victory track. We're gonna have Mighty Charge. While performing a medium dash, the defender purifies all debuffs and becomes immune to future debuffs until the dash ends. Any debuffs remaining after purify are removed when the immunity activates. So this is fine. This is a very chill Mighty Charge. If it was Mighty Charge 2 or 3, then they would also be unstoppable when they're dashing, which is very annoying. So glad it's not that Mighty Charge. It's just the Mighty Charge that they purify debuffs, which isn't the biggest deal. Then we have Dash Vulnerability, which is one of the most player-friendly nodes in the game. While the defender is dashing forward, the attacker's attack rate increased by 200% when landing an attack. This is basically just you do way more damage, essentially, is what Dash Vulnerability means. And then we have Counter Punch. When the defender blocks or auto blocks an attack, they gain an unstoppable buff. So you gotta be careful. That's like when, Killmonger throws a special one, he gets those counter punch charges, then you can't hit his blocker, he goes unstoppable. So like this will just be, they'll always have this. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Don't be going for wild medium intercepts because you might accidentally hit their block. So that's just victory track though. Then we get to Gladiator Circuit, dude, and it looks like we're finally gonna have a fun and enjoyable season, which is great because last season seriously sucked. It was so bad, dude. Just power gain for me personally is not a good time. There's just so many special threes being thrown. They try to put in nodes that makes the defenders throw their special 1 and 2 more, but it feels like that doesn't work like more than half the time. Its power gain is not fun. It's frustrating. Yeah, it's not a good time. Power shield though, dude, power shield is like the definition of a fun node. You know, our special attacks deal 400% more damage. Our basic attacks will not deal damage, but that's okay. It's not nearly as restrictive as something like crit me with your best shot, where like the only damage you can do is through critical hits. You know, the power shield, it's not nearly as limiting. You can do all types of other damage outside of basic attacks. For example, damage over time. You know, you can totally use bleeders, anything like that. Their damage over time that you apply during specials will actually get that 400% damage increase, so it'll do more damage over time. Like power sting, that's still gonna work, all that good stuff. So power shield should be a ton of fun. And alongside that though, we have Matador. So Matador, I actually am a fan of this node. It's power struggle that I very much dislike, which power shield, or sorry, not power shield, power struggle, that's the one where when you push your opponent to a bar of power, you get a bar of power. Matador is the other one where when you bait a special, you get a bar of power. So I much prefer Matador. Matador is actually great, and for some champs it's gonna be crazy. Like Onslaught is gonna be going crazy. You know, you bait out 3 specials from the opponent, and that equals 1 special 1 for you and 1 special 2 for you, and they'll pretty much just be dead because nothing in the game is immune to Onslaught's damage. You know, so he's gonna, and plus his Daunted with power shield, like 1 special 2 might even be enough if you're semi-lucky with Neuroshocks, dude. So some champions are just going to be so crazy with Matador, and so this is the only way the attacking game power in this fight. So any type of power gain, like Hyperion, you know, that's not going to work. And we also have another node here, 2 other nodes actually. We have Arena of Fear, which both champions start the fight with an indefinite fear passive, which is interesting. Yeah, that's very weird, but interesting. And then we also have I Am Root. So the attacker is passively rooted during the defender's special attack. So that is also interesting. We can see this in game right now. I would love to. What does exactly a fear passive do? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if that's the same as Fear of the Void, or if it's different. I feel like it's different. Is fear preventing unblockable? It might be. Because doesn't Serpent apply fear? Doesn't he have like a fear debuff that prevents unblockable? I think. Yeah, he does have fear. Let's take a gander here. Alright, we can read what fear does. So it reduces unblockable bit accuracy by a flat 100% chance and removes perfect block chance. Okay, yeah, so you won't be able to, or I guess neither champions will be dropping unblockable special attacks. I think that's the idea with this node, is that neither champion has unblockable specials, I guess. So that's interesting. And then we have rewards. So players who reach the Gladiator Circuit, you will receive a new emote upon completing Vibranium 1 and reaching Gladiator Circuit. Oh, wait a second, Professor X said, what? That's the emote. It's okay. And then we have the store update, finally. So before we get into this, though, I want us to talk about, that's it. This is all we have left to talk about here. So that means that the Gladiator Circuit rewards continue to remain unchanged after over a year. It's been over 12 months now. Might even be like 13 or 14 months now. It's like 10, 11, 12 seasons in a row without the rewards being updated, which is honestly just pathetic. There's no other word for it. It's ridiculous. It's very out of touch from Kabam. Yeah, but there's no way around it. Like, it being in top Battleground chats, you know, the moment they announce a store buff, like it's almost like a joke because there isn't an actual meaningful Gladiator Circuit rewards buff. Kabam seems to think that updating the store updates the Gladiator Circuit rewards because it makes trophy tokens more valuable, which in a sense, sure, but it's still it's not nearly enough for over a year of the same stale rewards. It is not nearly enough, Kabam. Please, for your players' sake, update the Battleground rewards, the rank rewards, for placement, for what you actually work hard for in a season, to reward skill and persistence and actually playing the game and winning the game and being good at the game. How about reward that? Please, Kabam. Alright, let's get into this though now. Store update. So the update is going live this week, but in case you missed it, here are the details again. We're working on creating unique identities for each store. For the Battleground store, we decided to position it as a premium offering. As a result, we have removed some low value items that aren't as valuable to specific summoner progression levels. Now, this is... So the store update was announced, I think, yesterday in the CCP. Like, we just found out about it yesterday. And immediately, quite a few people in there were very displeased with this part right here. Because, you know, right now, we can go into the Battleground store and we can buy all kinds of things. We can buy, you know, 5-star signature stones. We can buy 3-star relic shards. We can buy 4-star relic shards. You know, there's all kinds of low value stuff that we can get, and you get it for an insane price. You know, these 50 of these 6 stones was 500 trophy tokens, an absolutely super cheap price point. You know, it's a very good idea to be picking this up to max out your 5-star roster, to increase your 6-star shard gain, to then increase your 7-star shard gain, which just grows your roster more. You're not gonna be able to do that going forward. You're going to be taking away a lot of that lower level stuff, which, like I said, a lot of people in the CCP specifically immediately had a very big issue with. For summoners looking, so I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on all that. We're going to break down what's in the Valiant store in a second here. But for summoners looking for the resources that have been removed from the Battleground store, they will be added elsewhere in content so your collection can continue to grow. So yeah, this is kind of what Kabam said in the CCP beta about it. It's like we're going to be seeing those resources elsewhere, but you know, to still many CCPers' displeasure, that's not what they want. You know, what is so good is it's basically such a large amount every week that you can get at your leisure for basically for free. So you know, these new methods might not be nearly as much, might not be free, might be more time intensive. Like, who knows? So yeah, very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on all that. But let's focus on the big high tier level stuff. So first and foremost, we have tier 4 alpha being added. Where is it at? Right here. So can I zoom out here? This is way too zoomed in. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so for tier 4 alpha, it's a brand new introduction. So the quantity is 2,850. The purchase limit is 10. The cost is 2,000. And it was just added. So, you know, that means for 20,000 trophy tokens, you can get about half of a tier 4 alpha catalyst every single week. So I'd say that's pretty good. You know, if we compare that to the Glory store, the Glory store has an identical amount, but half the purchase limit, and it ramps very expensively. So yeah, I would say this is far, far superior to what the Glory store is offering for tier 4 alpha. Yeah, and it doesn't have any kind of scaling price. So yeah, I would say for the introduction of tier 4 alpha, it's valued pretty good. Now, the thing I care about most, 7-star shards. So what happened here? Immediately I was confused because I was like, wait, hold on a second here. The old cost was 1930. The new cost is 3,500. Like, huh? You can still only buy 10. I was so confused. And then, oh, I'm an idiot. The amount was doubled. So, you know, right now in game, if we go to the Battlegrounds store, we are able to pick up a max of 10 of these, but it's only 500 shards for 1930. So this is doubling the quantity of shards, but it's not doubling the price. The price is still increased, but not as much. It's, you know, 3,500. Which if this was doubled, it would be what? 3860. So it's like it is a better price, but and you can get double the amount. I was hoping it would be, I don't know, maybe a teeny bit better. And I was really hoping we would see Titan shards get added, even if it was, you know, like a very expensive price point. I was hoping to just see the implementation of Titan shards. No Titan shards. Another big thing to point out, though, is the T6 stuff is a lot cheaper. So the 25% selector, you know, before it's 3,000, now it's only 2,400. And the straight up random 25% crystals were 2,400 before, now they're 1,500. So that is a pretty big cost reduction on those, especially the random crystals. That was already a pretty good value before, even better now. So that's nice. And then I would say something to really keep your eye on, and maybe even consider purchasing, is the 6-star shards, actually. So these have stayed the same, the amount and the purchase limit of 1,000 shards, and you can pick up 30, so for a max of 30,000 shards. But the price almost was cut in half. This is massive. So 1,000 6-star shards before was 390 tokens, now it's only 200. So I think it is going to be a very good idea to be maxing out the 6-star shards every single week, and trying to, you know, get as many of your 6-star roster up to 6,200. Cam was doing some math, and it seems that if you did have a full roster of 6 stars, all max sig, it would almost be as worth it getting the 6-star shards as the 7-star shards. Plus, you know, you're getting a lot of other things with those 6 stars. ISO, mainly. And you can sell ISO for gold as well. So, this 6-star shard deal, looking really good. I think I'm going to be definitely maxing out the 6-star shards and the 7-star shards every week. And of course the tier 4 alpha. I think that's going to be my main focus, is 6-star shards, 7-star shards, tier 4 alpha. What I have been getting before was the 6-star relic shards, and I've kind of been holding off, hoping that would get an update, which it did. Not a crazy one though. It was 970 cost before, it goes down to 800, so it's a little bit cheaper now. Still just 500 quantity though, and a max of 5 purchase limit. So yeah, those are all the main things that I wanted to call out. Let's see what tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic went down to. So those were 2320 before, they just dropped to 2000. Yeah, that's still pretty pricey. You can get these catalysts like pretty much everywhere in game now, so I don't recommend spending trophy tokens on them. I try to avoid that. But yeah, so that's the store update. Definitely not nearly impactful or meaningful enough to justify no gladiator circuit reward increase. It's just, there's no way. There is no way. So I'm really hoping we see it next season, man. Or I don't know. I'm just gonna have no motivation to play Battlegrounds. I'm motivated to play this next season because of the meta actually looks fun. But if next season there's no reward update and another power gain or stupid meta, like, I'm not gonna have any motivation, any desire to be playing. I barely played it all this last season because it's just not fun. So yeah, I really hope Kabam listens to us. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the store update. I think it is definitely a good start, but like I said, not nearly enough. But good start for sure. It had been quite a while since the store had been updated, so it was long overdue, I'd honestly say. So it's about damn time we got it, and it's decent. Could have been better, but not too bad. We'll take it, I guess. It's kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and pretty much be everything in this video. We can, though, go ahead and put together a little deck for next season. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll change this one to Power Shielder. Alright, change that name, and then we'll make the champ. Who would represent power? Magic is like a power locker. Sure, she can represent power. And then, yeah, let's... So, for a power gain, power shield Matador meta, who would have a spot for sure? Chavez. What? Yeah, probably. I think Titania is gonna suck. Sure, he's probably be pretty good. Prowler should be alright. Doggo? Maybe. Photon Onslaught for sure. How's Stark Spidey? He's probably not gonna be doing very good. Yeah. Sinister for sure. Count for sure. Bullseye for sure. Poor Piggy. Red Skull. Hulkling. Yeah. Superior Iron Man. I don't know how he's gonna do. Hopefully good. Sassy for sure. Enchantress for sure. I feel like she's gonna be really annoying. Serpent. Nimrod? Dude, Nimrod might be cooking. Yeah. I'll, Archangel should still be working. I'll probably throw him in. Juggy for sure. Might be... Penny might be really good. We'll have to see on that. Just theory. I think Black Cat, Silk will also be doing good. Maestro, gotta get him in there. Got one more spot remaining. I think Hulk's gonna be pretty bad. Oh, Kate will be super OP. Alright. I think that's the deck. That's the deck for now. Probably make some changes. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Might also... I have some more rank 3s we can do. So... You know, there's a couple rank 2s in this deck that could definitely be changing here soon. But yeah, there is my first draft of my deck for this upcoming meta. And yeah, I'm excited about the next season because at least it seems fun. At least it seems fun. And yeah, definitely expect some streams. We'll definitely be live. I was gonna say when it drops, but it's dropping next Wednesday, the 11th. I might actually not be live on that day. We'll have to see. But there'll definitely be a fair few Battleground streams next season. Try to get them when I can. Might not be some right away, but you guys will see why. But for sure, there'll be some within that first week. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Got a lot of exciting content, a lot of exciting things in the works to come. Really excited to share with you guys. It's going to go ahead and do it. Wrap it up for this one, though. Drop a like if you enjoyed all the information. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And let me know in the comment section any of your ideas for champions for this, next season, Power Shield Matador. Who do you think is going to be doing really good on defense? Who do you think is going to be doing really good on attack? Please let me know any brainstorming you have in the comment section down below. Love to hear all you guys' thoughts, feedbacks on all this. The store updates, the lack of Battlegrounds rewards updates and rank rewards and GC, all that kind of stuff. Really want to hear your guys' thoughts and feedback, especially so I can share that with Kabam via the CCP beta. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. All love and support. We're pushing for 120,000 subscribers before 2025. Subscribe button's free. Click it. Peace.